Bore da, croeso I Gwasanaeth Dathliad. Good morning and welcome to this week's Celebration Assembly. This week we're starting with Year 6, and in Miss Cruise's class, Robert and Rose have earned a golden wristband for working really hard on Google Classroom and being great independent learners. They engage every day in all the activities and on Google Meet. Miss Cruise is super proud of their hard work. In Mrs. Mings's class this week, she has chosen Imogen Russell and Tanajan Suntharam for working extremely hard with their online learning and logging on to Google Classroom every day. Mrs. Mings is very proud of the work that you have completed this half term. In Miss Morris's Year 5 class, she has chosen Tahayev Chowdhury and Vicky Chen for giving excellent effort in all their activities on Google Classroom. They are working consistently and completing all of their work every day. In our other Year 5 class this week, Miss Coslet has chosen Rhys Matthews for working hard on Google Classroom. Rhys has especially given extra effort in his literacy work this week, and Tia Keeler for always going above and beyond on Google Classroom and giving extra effort in all the work that she does. In Mrs. Monaco's Year 4 class this week, she has chosen Latea Gillett and Teresa Falkingham for brilliant show and tell on their Google Meets this week. In Miss Harrod and Mrs. Vancourt's Year 4 class, they have chosen Madison Thompson for excellent work all week on Google Classroom. Madison has worked hard to complete every activity, and Sade Arges for excellent effort all week on Google Classroom as well. Sade has worked very hard this week on everything she has been asked to do. In Year 3, Miss Reynolds has chosen Ryan Freeman for going above and beyond in completing all his work to the best of his ability on Google Classroom this week, and Nevaeh Griswold-Dolan for excellent effort this week in completing and uploading photographs of her work on Google Classroom and joining Google Meet even though she was a little bit nervous. In our other Year 3 class this week, Mrs. MacDonald has chosen Jake Jeffries Matthews and Tracy Chen for completing lots of work on Google Classroom and taking part in the Google Meets with enthusiasm. In the Wellbeing class this week, Mrs. Harris has chosen Regan Christopher for super learning all week long. Over to the foundation phase, and starting with Mrs. Thompson's Year 2 class, she has chosen Aaliyah Phillips for superb online learning this week at home, and Lavea Dorning for doing amazing online learning when coming to the school hub. In the other Year 2 class this week, Mrs. Lansing and Mrs. Prothero have got 3 golden wristbands. Carwyn Anderson, because Carwyn has completed all of his work this week, even when the tasks were a bit tricky. He is trying really hard with his phonics and writing the tricky words this week. And Maisha Ahmed, because Maisha has done lots of online learning this week and written lots of great facts this week all about Chinese New Year. And Natasha Ahmed, because she's done all her work online this week. We have really liked looking at her work that she's done on JIT Paint and JIT Mix. Brilliant work. In Miss Turner's Year 1 class this week, she's chosen Sama Siraj for amazing online work and a wonderful attitude to all that she does, and Angel Care for always completing your online work and trying so hard. Mrs. Jonas and Mrs. Lace have chosen Caleb Cox this week for enthusiastically joining in the Google Meets to say hi and playing the memory game. It was lovely to see his happy face, and he did a great job remembering lots of our toys. And Safi Jeng for having such a positive attitude towards homeschooling and completing work every day throughout this lockdown. We are so proud of all your fantastic work and for taking part in everything that we have done. Well done, Safi. You should be so proud of your achievements. Good girl. In reception, Miss England has chosen Louis Vickery because all of his online learning this week has been brilliant. Miss England has particularly enjoyed the giant he made at home, and it was lovely to see how enthusiastic he was when completing the scavenger hunt on the Google Meet. And Levi Jalifi for his hard work in school each week during lockdown, completing all of the online activities. There are 3 Golden Wristband winners in reception in Miss Harry's class this week. She's chosen Isaac Biggs for completing lots of work this half term on Google Classroom, Mia Richards for working so hard this half term, and it's been lovely seeing all your amazing work, and David O'Brien for again working so hard with online learning all half term. It's been fantastic to see all of your learning. And finally, in the nursery this week, Miss Owen has chosen Holly Jeffries Matthews for her fabulous singing and enthusiasm on Google Meets this week, Aboudi Abayazid because Aboudi was singing with his mum on Google Meets, and Freddie Hancock for his fantastic number writing work. Today is the start of the Chinese New Year 2021, the Year of the Ox. Happy New Year to all our Chinese families. A huge well done to everybody this half term for their amazing work online at home. We look forward to seeing lots of the children back in school next half term. Have an amazing week off, have a good rest, and we'll see you all very soon. Take care, everybody.